Council meetings are long and boring. Wouldn't it be great if they were short and unboring? This is why I've invented the 5-minute meeting. All right, Ashland City Council meeting of April 7th. This was a Zoom meeting all on the computer. Thank you for that, virus. And this one, not here. Your internet was broken, I believe. Let's see. So, started with the city administrator, incident commander. She started off saying this was her last meeting, and she's going to her new job in Medford, and she appreciated the job, and the counselors are the greatest, and the city staff is also the greatest of all time, and the citizens were lucky to have you all. She basically said that Chuck Norris and Mother Teresa hooked up at some point, and all of their babies work at the city. And then she proposed to extend the declaration of emergency for another 2 weeks. And then this guy goes, what exactly does that mean? And she said, I am the decider of all things. And this one said, so you're saying council has no power whatsoever? And the city attorney said, that is correct. And then this guy said, so nothing is our fault. I'm just saying we could let people know that. And the motion to approve the 2-week extension, approved. And then the COVID summary. So this guy from the city we talked about the economics. Spoiler alert, he's about to become the boss of the city. No taxes due until June for businesses. The Chamber of Commerce is trying to get businesses the federal money from the stimulus package. There's free internet for students and teachers from the AFN Ashland Fiber Network. And this one goes, hey, by the way, Help Your Neighbor program is great. And then this one goes, oh, all this information is so good. And then the incident commander said, the reason we have city workers helping out is because it's a good idea, and we made posters for grocery stores talking about keeping your 6-foot distance. And then the homeless report. This one, the homeless report. And it said the homeless services apparently are a community concern because we're getting lots of emails. We've been working with our partners, all the volunteer groups in town, and Aura closed their winter shelter early and got 11 people hotel rooms. And meals are delivered to 7 locations every night, and the city helps pay for the delivery of that. And the car camping is extended in some places, and the city is paying for hotel rooms for some people, and paying for the group Uncle Foods that prepares many of these nightly meals. And this guy says, Rogue Retreat, they don't help Ashland at all right now, do they? Just want to make sure I'm saying that. Is that true, right? And then this guy goes, hey, he says, hey, what are people asking the city to do that the city just cannot do? And this one says, someone wanted the Hargity property open to as a homeless campground. And I checked with everybody, and I decided no. And then Councilor Eakins said wanted the Grove open as a homeless shelter staffed by city employees. And since our employees don't know how to watch homeless people, I said no. But good news is we have some more money from CDBG grants for the year, and we are paying for new stuff and finding showers and stuff like that. And then this guy goes, hey, can we send emails out to explain all that information to the homeless group so they stop emailing me? And this one said, I was going to do that, but I've been super, super busy. And then this was back again saying, maintaining essential services, another topic. They're practicing with working with 50% staff, just in case everybody's sick. And the people who used to be 2 people in a truck, now there's just 1 person in a truck. And they are keeping the workers safe. And then consent agenda. This guy goes, hey, do we need to spend $145K on a wastewater project? And the public works director, of course, said, we need it. Approved. And then this guy says, hey, we should talk about, as a council, we should say that no one should vote for this new city hall bond because it's not fully baked or whatever, and it makes us look tone deaf. And this one went on for a long time, speaking in favor of being tone deaf, and said, now is the time to ask voters to increase their taxes. And this guy says, he goes, that's not really that much money anyway. I agree with that girl. And then and this one said, but I'm afraid of earthquakes. And this one said, worst thing is they vote no. Well, let's give it a shot. And then this guy goes, we should be ready for this not to pass, by the way. And I'm also doing this to teach someone some kind of passive-aggressive lesson. I don't know what that was. And then Clay Street and Paradise Lane. These are 2 streets that are run by the county for some reason. And the proposal is that you swap it out so that the responsibility is the city, but the county does most of the work to repair it before we swap it out. And the work doesn't start until 2022. And that was all approved. And then this guy was nominated for a new city administrator, aka incident commander, And then the new interim finance director was nominated, and this big beard guy was nominated to interim public works director. And everyone said they were the greatest, and obviously, the product of Chuck Norris and Mother Teresa. So, of course, they all approved it. And then, so that means this guy is now the insignia commander and is the only person in the city who can make a decision. That's real. Right? Is that weird? Okay, and then they brought out flowers for her. They presented to the outgoing incident commander and said she was the greatest. And she said that, no, they are the greatest, and these flowers are the greatest, and the card that she got was the greatest. And if this weren't a Zoom meeting, I believe everyone would have gotten a trophy. But thank God for Zoom in some ways. That's it, end of meeting. You're welcome.